Imagine a world where every nation and every citizen is trapped inside a machine they cannot see. A machine that feeds on global debt and grows stronger during every crisis. This machine wasn't built in one moment. It evolved quietly over centuries. To understand it, we must return to the early days of banking. Kings needed money for wars, but gold was slow, heavy, and limited. Early bankers discovered a loophole that changed everything. They realized they could lend more paper receipts than the gold they actually had. These receipts were promises, and they became the first form of debt-based money. Governments became dependent on this system because it created wealth from debt. Eventually, central banks were created to formalize this process. When governments needed money, they issued bonds. Central banks bought those bonds by creating money with a simple keystroke. The money entered the economy, but the debt remained, along with interest that never existed. This meant the system needed endless borrowing to stay alive. Then came the turning point in 1971, when money lost all connection to real value. Currency became entirely abstract, backed by nothing but confidence. From that moment, debt could grow without limit. Every crisis pushed governments to borrow even more, feeding the machine. Debt became the most profitable product on earth. Attempts to fix the system always failed because reducing debt collapses economies. If debt shrinks, the money supply shrinks, and everything begins to break. So the only option is to borrow more, again and again. Today, we live in the most debt-dependent era in history. Governments, corporations, and citizens survive through constant borrowing. Every recession triggers the same pattern: panic, loans, money printing, more debt. The machine grows during fear and multiplies during uncertainty. Global debt keeps rising, and the system becomes even more dependent. Debt is not a flaw in the system. It is the foundation of modern money. The machine cannot stop expanding, and no simple reform can change it. The real question is what happens when expansion is no longer possible.